Hey guys, what's up? My name's Brandon Barron. I'm creating this vlog for a couple different reasons. I wanted to kind of help people through their disease or whatever really they're suffering from. And I wanted to kind of help motivate people. So I'm a person who's in need of great motivation, and the only way that I find motivation is by motivating other people. So here I am. Again, my name's Brandon Barron. I'm 26 years old, and the reason why I'm making this vlog is to help people who are afflicted with a disease or maybe depression or anything to that state where they can't do things the way that they used to be able to, or maybe not to the full capacity that they used to be able to. So a little bit of background on myself. At 18, I joined the Army. I was an Army Operation Enduring Freedom veteran from 2013 2014. And growing up, I was always a fat kid, but I was pretty active in sports, all-state football, first team, all-state, football captain, track, wrestling, all that fun stuff. So I did a lot, and transitioning over into college, I kind of found drinking and fun, so I fell out of college. After that, joined the Army, became a whole new man, a whole new motivation, a whole new mindset. I started running a lot, I lost a lot of weight, I was a beast, I had a six-pack. I don't have that anymore, unfortunately. This prednisone is killing me. But I've always, since then, I've had the mindset of I'm going to do more than everybody else. So for instance, I'd wake up at 5 a.m. and I'd max 5 miles out in the morning, or working later than other people, or working harder than other people. You know, that's always been my mindset since then, is I'm going to do more than the average person, because if I do that, it's going to yield better results. Well, since I've now come to find out that I have a condition called Still's disease, all my physical aspects are done. You know, it's really hard to do really anything to the full capacity anymore, and I'm the type of person, balls to the wall, I'm going all the fuck out all the time. So I'm one that cares greatly about my physical, my physique. You know, I'm huge in what I look like and how I feel about myself healthily. But ever since this diagnosis, it's an incurable disease. It's very rare. What it is, it's rheumatoid arthritis. I'm 26, and I feel like a 65-year-old man. It's terrible. It's wreaking havoc on my mind and my body. So I'm not able to do the things I used to do. So I kind of don't even do them, or when I do them, I don't try as hard. A little bit more background. I suffer from depression. I had a nervous breakdown in 2013, and ever since then it's been kind of hard coping with that. So my mental state's not as strong as it used to be from that either. I went to the doctor for a diagnosis, you know, like what's going on with me, why am I so down, and they tried to prescribe me Xanax and Zoloft, or prednisone. No, not prednisone, Xanax and Prozac. And I said no, I'm not going to take them. I'm not one that's big into medication at all, and I'm completely against it. So I said no, I'm not going to take it. And I felt like I could be in a mental hospital, but I didn't go to a mental hospital. I didn't take any medication, and I kind of got over it. I'm obviously still afflicted with depression, but you can turn depression into a season. Now, speaking of medication, with this disease, you're supposed to medicate yourself with methotrexate, which is the same medication they use for chemotherapy. You know, you need to medicate yourself with prednisone. There's a whole different array of pills that they really want you to be on, and that's to help the inflammation. What happens with Still's disease is your body, your immune system is so overactive that it starts attacking your joints and your ligaments. So that's what's been happening with me. I've been off prednisone for about a week and a half. I'm hurting so bad. Even on prednisone, I was hurting. I wake up so stiff, I can barely move. My knees are killing me, my wrists are killing me, my ankles are killing me. You know, everything just hurts. I've gained about 25 pounds since I did take prednisone for about a month and a half, 80 milligrams a day. I've gained about 25 pounds, and I just feel like a fat piece of shit, and that's not helping mentally either. So I've been trying to run as much as I can, trying to be active. I can't lift because my wrist hurts so much. So it's really just kind of weighing on me mentally, and this is my first vlog, so I'm going to try to improve myself by motivating you guys, hopefully. And it doesn't matter really what disease that you have. Any disease can kind of transition, and this living with a disease that you cannot control is so hard on your mental capacities. It's just unreal. Um, so that's my little take on this. I ran 2.2 miles this morning at an 8 minute and 50-second mile pace. I'll give you a little example of where I was at one time. I ran 17 miles at an 8 minute mile pace. So I used to be beast mode in it every day. And that week I ran Monday, I ran 12 miles, 15 miles on Wednesday, and that Friday I ran 17 miles, and they're all very fast paced. So to go from that in 2013, 2014 to now being a little bit older for one, so my physical shape's not as good, but to having this disease and being able to barely complete, I'm stopping two or three times on a 2 mile run. I'm still in the army, by the way, so this is another thing that's weighing on my mind is, am I going to be in good enough shape? Um, so, stopping that many times and being that much short on a way shorter run, that's much slower of a time on a way shorter run, it's just insane, and it really just weighs capacity. Like you're just drained. And speaking of being drained, the fatigue that comes along with this illness is insane. So another reason why I wanted to make this is there's really no content on the internet about Still's disease at all. There's, just like what it is from the Mayo Clinic, but there's one female not standing still disease. She does a great vlog, by the way. If you haven't visited, go visit it. I don't know how to work YouTube really, so I'm going to try to put a link up there. But she has a great blog about Still's disease. But other than that, there's really no other people that are documenting their lifelong illness with no prognosis. You can only go into remission. So speaking of going into remission, I don't have any plans for this. I'm just kind of babbling away. But speaking of going into remission, besides prednisone and methotrexate and stuff like that, I did find a cure. So I was afflicted with Still's disease, I think anyways. I went to the doctor because it's really hard to diagnose. I went to the doctor, a little walk-in clinic, about 5 or 6 times because I was so sore I couldn't move. I had to use a cane. I was almost in a wheelchair. That's how bad it was. And I went to the doctor. They kept telling me it was something, give me all these blood tests, couldn't find out what it was. My white blood cell count was high, etc. I went to the doctor finally after the 7th time, and they gave me 10 shots of immunoglobulin, IVIG. So they documented it as parvovirus, which is weird because dogs get it. It's extremely rare in people, so I have parvovirus. They gave me a shot of that. Within 2 weeks, completely fine. I was back to my square one, A-OK. Problem is now I can't find anyone to give me the damn shots. It's like pulling teeth. My rheumatologist won't give it to me. No one will give me the IVIG shots. Neurologist, my regular doctor, nobody will. So after that, I was alright. I was A-OK. Joints didn't hurt. Nothing like that. I broke out in shingles, which is weird because fucking 60-year-old people get it. Broke out in shingles all that summer in 2016. Finally went away after I couldn't get shots because I'm not old enough to get the shot, so I had to let it heal naturally. Finally went away in early August-ish. Then, about September, I started having the same symptoms I had in May with the Still's disease. I thought it was parvovirus again, so I went to the doctor. I was hospitalized for about a week because I couldn't move, and I was having high fevers at night, and it was all these spots. I was in terrible shape. I had such a high fever that I was hallucinating. My girlfriend's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was just babbling on about making art with my breath and just weird shit. That's how high my fever was. So finally went to the doctor for about a week. They ran all these tests, got everything done. Process of elimination for Still's disease. So I was diagnosed with Still's disease, and that's when I started working with my rheumatologist, which I can't fucking stand because he only wants to prescribe me fucking liver killing medication that I fucking hate. So that's where I am now. I'm just a normal 26-year-old who used to be active in the army, and I'm trying to kind of maintain my mindset because it's wrecked. My mindset is completely wrecked. My body's wrecked. It's terrible. I'm not eating right. I'm so fatigued in the mornings, nights. I could walk around for 4 hours after I wake up and be exhausted. So this is why I decided to make this, is to kind of document it and maybe help some people who have Still's disease or have another disease that they kind of stumble upon this. I don't fucking know. Just want to help people. But that's my big key. Again, my name's Brandon Barron. I have Still's disease, depression, and I'm trying to get through life. Young guy, trying to live day by day. Um, I'm also a life coach, so I'm trying to put some of my life coaching experience into what I'm going through now, but it's a lot harder when you have to start from scratch. And I recognize that, and that's another tough aspect of it, is trying to, when you're life coaching, it's so easy to look at other people's problems and you find a solution for it, and it's just, you break it down into these steps, and you're like, this is what you have to do, and you got to document, and you got to do this, and people get better, and it's phenomenal. You feel great. You're like, yes, we fixed it. But with yourself, it's, you kind of take a less critical look at yourself, and you think that you can't be fixed or something like that, and it's a way big mental barrier that I've got to climb over. The coach is going to have to coach himself. So back to square one. That's all I got. I'm not going to bore you guys anymore if you did listen to this whole thing. It's 11 minutes and 26 seconds now, so that's it. Have a great day. I'll be back on here tomorrow, hopefully with some great information about a run, and some good stuff about my mental state. Have a great day.